नमस्ते, सलाम, सत श्री अकाल, गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल। आज मैं एक बार फिर हाजिर हूँ अपने एक गेस्ट के साथ, एक सीनियर लॉयर एडवोकेट राजा तुफैल जी। इनसे आज हम बात करेंगे। तुफैल जी, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है मेरे इस इंटरव्यू में।
धन्यवाद आपका। धन्यवाद आपका, आपने मुझे ये मौका दिया कि मैं आपके साथ इंटरेक्ट करूं।
नहीं सर, ये मेरे लिए बहुत खुशी की बात है कि मैं आपके साथ बैठा हूँ इस समय जूम। आपका थोड़ा मार्गदर्शन लेंगे हम।
जरा
तो
नवाजिए।
आप बताइए हमें कि आपकी लॉ की शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई, आपने एजुकेशन कहाँ से करी लॉ की, और आपका एरिया क्या है लॉ का प्रैक्टिस का।
उसको कैसे मैं आई बिलोंग टू स्टेट ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर एंड आई कंप्लीटेड माय ग्रेजुएशन from Amar Singh College, Srinagar in 1971, and then I moved to a law university called, which was a general university as well, Aligarh Muslim University. 71, I took the admission in LLB, completed my law in 74, and in between, I was just trying to settle myself in Srinagar or any other place. Finally, I decided to come to Delhi. And over here, I didn't have any friends. I had old friends who were studying in this university, Delhi University. One of them was class fellow of mine, Mr. B. Hall, who happened to be the chairman of WIPS. And then I stayed with him, got the registration done. It was a difficult and tedious job to get the registration done because one of the Kashmiris had perhaps taken Kajal. One of the so he didn't take any Kashmiri encouraging communities about it. So I
आपकी वॉइस बहुत ब्रेक हो रही है, नेट आपका अभी ठीक नहीं दिखा रहा।
नेट देखा ही नहीं दे रहा। देयर आर इश्यूज विद द नेट, आई थिंक।
अच्छा,
क्योंकि ये बार बार कट रहा है और कोई और ज्वाइन कर रहा है, जय नाम का, ही हैज टेकन ओवर।
नहीं नहीं, वो तो मेरा ही है, वो मैं लैपटॉप से ज्वाइन किया हूँ।
अब मुझे ये मालूम नहीं है कि मैं कहाँ पर हूँ।
आप स्क्रीन पे ही हैं, लेकिन आपका वीडियो भी अब आ गया वीडियो।
हाँ। तो आप उसको देख लीजिए कैसे हैंडल करना है आपने। उसके बाद
कोई बात।
आई स्टार्टेड प्रैक्टिस was a junior of a civil lawyer, Baba Shivcharan Singh ji. Stayed with him, he taught me what the file means. इसके कितने volumes होते हैं civil में, कैसे क्या होता है. Anyway, I didn't like the setup of being a civil lawyer. I went to do the criminal law under the tutelage of Mr. K.L. Sharma, a senior advocate and president of District Court Bar Association. So I tried to learn. It was not learning. I tried to imitate him. That was the problem. जब आपके सामने कोई ऐसी चीज, सामने कोई ऐसा शख्स आ जाए जिससे आप इंस्पायर हो रहे हैं, यू स्टार्ट कॉपिंग हिम, एपिंग हिम. सो वेरी soon I realized aping him, I wouldn't be able to replace him, which had no intention. I couldn't do it. But aping him would not smell good to the noses of other people that this man is aping him. So in this course, I got a case. We got a case which is called Baroda Dynamite Conspiracy Case, which was done by George Fernandez. George Fernandez was accused. Hindu newspapers chief C.J.K. Reddy was one of the accused. Varanjay Shah, the steel magnate of India, he was accused. There were 23 other accused as well. तो उनमें से चूंकि सीनियर्स को जरूरत थी, हमारी मिस्टर शर्मा थे, and Mr. Luthra, Siddharth Luthra's father, and O.P. Malviya, they were colleagues. तो हम 3-4 ही लोग थे. And incidentally, one more person was with us, which you know because she's a political figure, was a political figure. That is Sushma Swaraj, late Sushma Swaraj. वो भी इस टीम में थी. And we were defending George Fernandez. चूंकि उन दिनों हर एक, everybody was mortally scared of appearing for them. So we were some kind of a daredevil, as you call them. कि हम सब appear भी हो रहे हैं. लोगों के घरों पर छापे भी पड़ रहे थे, इमरजेंसी हुई थी. खैर, since I was a nomad, I was used to stay in the hostel. So मैं पिछले दरवाजे से घुसता था, कहाँ से जाता था, खाना कब खाता था और निकलता कब था. So उसके बाद हमने इमरजेंसी उठ गई, and it was hand to mouth situation those days. क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस किसी की थी ही नहीं. जिनके पास, इट्स कॉल्ड द प्रोफेशन फॉर द सेकंड जनरेशन, लोगों के पास इतना सब कुछ था, जो सीनियर्स थे, जो बराबर के थे, दे कुड फीड देम. और हम भी उसी फीडिंग में आ गए थे, हमें भी खिला पिला रहे थे. And it was absolutely till the emergency ended and elections ensued. Everything was in dark. लेकिन वो एक, when you get liberated from your mind, restrictions on your mind, कि हाँ साहब अब emergency नहीं है, you are a free citizen, though that infused a new life into the lawyers in this profession. Incidentally, I'm reminded of a caricature which appeared in Times of India, Lakshman's cartoons. There was these urchins were sitting, old and young, all of them, on the roadside beggars. So one of them whispering into the other's ear, you can't win an argument with him. He was a leading lawyer. You can understand how Lakshman had depicted our position at that one time. We were really in bad shape. Then over a period of time, I got cases. I got a criminal case onto my own self. It was Ramnarayan Kumar's case, who had kept Dalbir Singh, Member Parliament of Congress, as hostage from in South Avenue. And that got really a good publicity for me. I cross-examined, started learning cross-examination. And after the case, I would go to the other case where the seniors would be cross-examining the witnesses. So it continued. And there was a time when I started realizing perhaps I'm on the threshold becoming a criminal lawyer. When my cases or my name started appearing in the newspapers, on radio, television was not that popular. And finally, when people started interviewing me in the court compound, so that time I thought that perhaps I had achieved something. When Illustrated Weekly published my photographs, I thought that yes, I have got the publicity now. It was about a case. I got a bad reputation amongst the public कि मैं spies का वकील हूँ, that I'm doing the official cases. So I'm dealing with the spies. So I had the pressure of the police as well, visiting my home, seeing where do I go, whom do I meet. So it was a testing time. Got through it, and got the final nail in the coffin of the gossip mongers when I got Ram Swarup's case. That is the leading case on this Official Secrets Act, which he got acquittal. It was during the course of when Larkin's trial was going on. So I started feeling that I'm equating myself with the big guns. So that was the satisfaction of being a lawyer. And I have never looked back from there.
So with like, I see that you have practice of almost 50 years, I think 1 year short of 50 years.
Yes, sir.
So with this, like, what was that particular movement? Or I know like lawyers are not made in law colleges, they're made in uh, courtrooms. But there is one movement which makes a lawyer, or a one event after doing one particular case, you start thinking, okay, I have arrived and I can handle cases well. So what was that moment, or what was that event in your life?
Look, I'll tell you, it's not that I have been a genius or otherwise, but one thing is certain, I was a debater. I was a street fighter. I had seen the police torture. And you can say it was a vengeance that in student agitation, when I was arrested, I had seen the police torture. That made me to feel throughout my period of education till I graduated as a lawyer, that black coat has a respect. Black coat can dictate the terms. Black coat has his own limitations, but he can dictate the terms on a particular level, which I did. So, as far as that one single incident of yours is concerned, that when I felt that I have become a lawyer, that I can do it, that was when I got a bail on my own in a difficult case of double murder. You really feel really good when you don't have anybody else to assist you. And it's not the money that matters at that time. It's an opportunity. Double murder case and a bail from the session court, not from the high court. Invariably, you'll find that these cases go to high court. I got it from the sessions court. And no other than the judge who became the high court judge subsequently was Justice J.D. Jain. He was the session judge of Tisazari. I got it from him. So that is the time when I came out, I was sweating. It was the month of May, that is true. But I was very cool and confident that I have achieved something. I can take it on from here.
Yes, that's the moment I was looking for.
Yes.
You have seen.
I got appreciation from everyone. Everyone. They were poor people. They were really poor people, and I had not charged any fee. It was literally it was pittance. But when I got the bail, I was surrounded in Central Hall by the lawyers, criminal lawyers, Central Hall, Tisazari, if you could recall it.
Yeah, I can.
Everybody got up and said, तुम्हारे को चाय पिलाओ यार, आज इसको ठंडा पिलाओ, आज इसने गजब का काम किया. So that sentence from the others gave me the confidence, yes, I can fight it. I can go ahead. I have become a lawyer. People have the confidence in me. I have the confidence in myself.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sir, you have also seen the bifurcation of like, I think the one time when you started practice, there were only 2 district courts, and now there are 7 district courts. So how you have seen all this changes happening? So
I have seen it.
And how the practice from that point has changed till, let's say, 1990 or 2020 starting.
Yes, I'll tell you. It has concerns. This question has concerns for all of us, and we have suffered because of it. It is something like, first of all, there were 2 courts. There was one district court in Tisazari, the other one was at Shahadra railway station. It was a criminal court, if you recall, and on the board was Shahadra station was still illuminated with the electric, neon sign. And when any train would pass through that, the whole court would shake, and you had to plug your ears when the train would pass with the screech or with the honk. So it would shake. After that, it was shifted to Kadkaduma. Kadkaduma, because perhaps at the back of the mind, perhaps we felt insecure by dividing the bar. Perhaps people who are practicing in this part, this part of Yamuna Bank, we thought that we would go there, park our car at least a kilometer away, walk, they would respect us. There was nothing over there that could grow. So perhaps this side people always wanted to keep them under thumb. When the new building was erected, we went on agitation for 6 months. We did not join that court, but it was running. Finally, we conceded and we joined the court in Kadkaduma. Now, Kadkaduma has almost 78 courtrooms, and it is flourishing. Population has shifted to that side. Elite people have shifted, or they have been financially more sound than most of this side of Delhi. Trans Yamuna has become more populous, and populous not on Jhuggi Jhompdi dwellers, populous on moneyed people who have good resources of money. And even the Jhuggi Jhompdi types, or the Kachi Abadi that we call it, there the prices have gone up. So the crime and the fee structure has gone up. It has raised from that level what it was there. So people went over there. Then we had another shock, that was Rohini. We found that Rohini was a developing area. It was an sophisticated elite area kind of a thing, not that elite, but still were very elite kind of a thing. The people lived in societies over there, they still do. But problem was there was no space for anything. We were used to Tisari, good eating canteens, wonderful lunches, and anything for nibbling, anything over there which was easily available, it was not there. So people suffered for quite some time, and the people, hawkers on bicycles, they made the heyday till it was settled. Now it is still not settled. It doesn't have those kinds of amenities, and it is choking now because of parking and the close proximity to the school and this thing. What I'm trying to say is that these are new areas. They are not Delhi areas. They have all grown. Shahdra was a tiny little this extension of Delhi, but East Delhi as on today, it's almost half the population now. Big colonies. And Rohini, it has got 9-10 police stations, not one, 9-10 police stations. And many big cases have come from that side. People on that side practice over there. And we had then Saket, we had Dwarka. The influx of those cases has gone to those cases, area-wise. Patiala House was shifted earlier on. It was taken to Saket, but few courts still remained over there. Now, after that, they started it as another court with Central District or some other district, couple of districts, airport was with it. They closed it and sent it to what you call Saket. After Saket, they made another effort, that was this Dwarka. Dwarka had its own, they had its own population. So there was no problem for the youngsters to go to their respective areas and start practice. Practice became difficult for us in the sense, if we had the cases in two courts, one is Shahdra, Kadkaduma, and Tisari. It went to Patiala House was already there. We have had 3 cases. It was easy to commute. And we would take normally cases of Patiala House and Tisari. We would avoid this. Then cases got transferred. Police stations got transferred from one place to another. then if you have a name worth any salt in this profession, the litigant will come to you only. And we had to run from pillar to post, send our juniors from one court to another. Till we organized ourselves, yes, we have to run as a company, we have to divide the work, we have to divide the cases. You may have the control, central control anywhere, but we had to divide the cases. It became difficult. And most of the lawyers, senior lawyers, who had the briefs of civil nature in High Court, their jurisdiction was cut, enhanced, it went to 2 crores. So they had to come down, whether it was Tisari, whether it was Patiala House, whether it was Saket or any other place. They had got to go to those places. So even they, over a period of time, now it is quite some time, they trained their juniors, they trained their sons and relations, their wards. So they joined the work. They got the work. Lawyers got the work by and large. I may have lost the monopoly. That doesn't mean the other person should not get the work. The other people got the work. That was the scenario.
Sir, before I move to the next question, actually, your upper portion is not being shown. I think your now it's right. Okay, so this was the history, like when the bar, like districts were bifurcated and 7 districts came. But now we have seen.
Incidentally, one more thing I want to add.
Yeah, sure.
We had Justice B.N. Kirpal, who went to Supreme Court ultimately. And he was in charge of the courts, local courts, High Court, and the supervision. So they brought the bar leaders and asked them that we will vacate this Apugar up to Kakanagar. High Court is already there. Supreme Court is already there. All the districts we will centralize over here. But perhaps, I don't know what it was, people liked Tisari the most, and they let this opportunity go. And then we got the division. Justice Kirpal had said that, okay, you do it, but it was opposed by certain bar leaders. He said, you will repent, you will go helter and skelter, but people do not listen to it.
Sir, camera phone has moved. So you're, no. So that was still, I think, March 2020 situation. But with lockdown, the practice has changed a hell lot of, like, it's totally different.
It has not changed. It has changed vertically.
Yeah.
And it has not changed horizontally, it has vertically. For example, I have no shame in saying that only the senior designate or the seniors who have a name worth any, they got the briefs, they are doing it, and they are pressing that this kind of a thing should continue. But over a period of time, in 8 months, 9 months, nobody realizes that in trial cases, whether it is civil, criminal, or otherwise, where the trial evidence has got to be recorded, there is not a progress of a millimeter. Where we had left the backlog on 23rd of June, this March 2020, it has grown. Evidence has not been recorded. Arguments and on charge, 95% cases are not being heard. Nothing is progressing. If getting habeas corpus done or a bail matter before the High Court by a senior counsel, that doesn't mean that the people who really work as the trial lawyers, who live on the affidavit stamping, who live on the affidavit making, who live on the registration, they have not got anything. They are starving. We had 3 suicides reported. We have the stories of people leaving Delhi, leaving this profession and doing something else. And over one more thing, the fantasy of addressing a court is different than what I am talking to you over here. If we enter into an argument in the court over here, we'll be thumping the desks, but we'll be maintaining the respect or whatsoever we do. You don't have to tell me over there, sir, aapke sir thoda sa kat raha upar se. You don't have to tell me there. You don't have to have the intervention of these things. And if my mic is muted by the other side, how do I know that I'm heard or I'm not heard? This technology thing, if I can control it, anybody else can control it too, to his convenience. So evidence has lost, learning is lost completely. For example, when I go to courts, God's grace, nothing of my own, I find at my back 5, 6 juniors, really good, handsome people, well-mannered. I asked them, what are you doing here? Sir, Dad had said to watch you doing the cross-examination. Where will the students learn? We have learned at the feet of the seniors, this cross-examination or the arguments, nuances of law, how to know the law, where to know the law. If I am blocked, you are the judge, I'm arguing the matter, and you say, rest of them, you mute the mics. Or you from there mute their mics. What do I do? Who will hear me? What will they learn? How will they say this man is indecent or he is arrogant? How will they say this man is effective? If you are ready for brickbats, you have to be ready for the garlands as well. First, I take the brickbats. We have no audience and we have no students to learn. How many of them will I accommodate them in my chamber when I'm arguing? And since there's no eye contact, perhaps we lose many things which are nice in this, about this profession. Because there's no eye contact. It has brought disaster to the lawyers. I'm not talking about the cream of 5% or 6%. I'm talking about the rest of us, all of us together. I don't think that I'm the elite lawyer. I have my team working with me, who are respectable juniors, who are intelligent juniors, but what will they learn? You know, in criminal law, one thing is certain. You have to have the presence of mind. It's not like civil law that you have got the pleadings before you and you put the questions, you have got the evidence before you. You don't know how your witness is behaving, how he is retorting or escaping. You have to coin the question at that time and coin the question which should not go against you. For example, a gentleman, a lawyer, once examining, trying to show that police is telling the lies, prosecution is telling the lies. It was 5 grams of heroin, and police had said he had concealed it in NT. You know what's NT? NT is the roll of dhoti, where they used to roll it around the waist and put anything into it. Make it as a pocket, that's called NT. We don't have equivalent of this term in English or anywhere else. So now this NT, he said, no, he's telling lies. It was in his socks. So he said it and bound his client for the rest of his life, admitted the possession. So only juniors will only understand. It's not only a questioning. It is the way of questioning. It's not to expose somebody, somebody's a liar. Yes, he's a liar, he said so. But you have given an admission which doesn't harm his being liar, which doesn't put him to any kind of a prosecution by the state that he has said कि साहब anti में था मौजिब. So these kind of nonsense you won't understand, you won't hear when you are doing it on camera. How can I read the expressions of the witness? What's he going through? I can't. But they have to do something. They have to read. You can't take the garb just because we had the COVID. And so we will not do it. They will have to come to this practice. It's not only for the show. It's not only for the pleasure. It is for testing the truth, testing the falsehood over there in the court when it's open, not from closed doors.
Okay, and so how did you spend your lockdown period, like when the courts are still not open? And
I went mad. I went berserk because nobody to listen to my nonsense, nobody there to speak any nonsense. You know, and I'll tell you what happens to the lawyers. A lawyer was elevated to a friend of us very early. Was made as additional session judge, and after 3 days he came back. He had gone only for the tuitions, for the training. Before sitting in the courtroom, he had gone to the training. He came back. He said, "No, I don't want to do it." Kaha, why? Kaha, yaar, they suggested me to listen to nonsense for 4 hours. I can speak it, but I can't take it. So that is the independence. That is the charm of advocacy. If they are cutting it, so it's really bad.
yeah, like when you don't get to speak and you all
And then that was bad. It was bad. I said, I just can't. I just couldn't stand it. I wasted my time on this net, reading the old trials, Bobby Simpson's trial and others. I read those. I watched those, but there was eagerness. Why I'm not in the field? It was something like an injured player put on the hold, and the action was going on in the field. So it was miserable. It was miserable.
Yeah,
People
I
say that
share
you
the
can
same.
have it, you can read it, nothing, nonsense. How much can you read?
So in closing remarks,
I have a habit of getting to the courts at 9 o'clock. Come what may, sun or shower, storm or anything. It was not there. Nobody would wake me up. I would wake up and at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then go to sleep. Then wake up with a start, and perhaps I have got to go. Oh my God, you are going nowhere. No noise of people around. On the streets, through the window, or any from the balcony. Nothing. It was a killer. Thank God we are through with it.
Thank you, sir, for sharing. I share a lot of things with you. I have the same experience also. In closing remark, like any message or any inspirational thought you would like to share with your, mostly like the juniors.
There are two things the juniors should know. That clients, deal with them, they won't support you. Number one. Number two, you should be ready for 24-hour study with 1 hour or 15 minutes delivery. And you will have to get out of the frustration if the delivery gets aborted. Sab aaj other side nahi aaya hai, tarikh le rahe. Don't get disheartened. This was not your day. There will be some other day. Stick to your principles. And you are not a fleecer. You are a lawyer. That's it. Thank you, dear friends.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting my invitation for this interview and sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank
So,
you very
friends,
much. Kind of. Really.
this was Advocate Raja Tufailji, and I will be back with you with a new guest soon. Thank you for joining for this interview. Thank you. Sir,
Hello?
हाँ जी, 1 second.